Just shut up and you'll make more money. You'll live a better life. Hey guys, it's Bob Ferngren, and my heart, my desire, my passion, and my prayer is to help folks who are getting close to 50 or in their 50s, 60s, 70s, or 80s live their best life, like a life that's way above, the second half of your life. For you winners out there, you want to win that second half of your life. So, shut up. Just shut up. Can you keep your mouth shut? And you'll make more money. Now, what do I mean by that? For me, this was difficult to understand. It was counterintuitive. Like, I'm supposed to be selling stuff to you, so I have to tell you everything and overwhelm you with the information, and then you'll be smart enough to buy what I'm selling. Well, it didn't really work that way. It took me a little while because I'm hard-headed to realize just ask questions. Just ask questions and let the prospect talk. The more they talk, the better they feel, because nobody really listens to anybody else. And the better they feel, the better they feel about you. And when all things are considered, people want to buy from friends. And if all things are equal, they want to buy from friends. I have more news for you. When things are unequal, they still want to buy from friends. Learn the skill of asking questions and shutting your mouth. It's not difficult. When you're dealing with your spouse, do you think it's better to try to out-talk them and convince them? Or are you better off, ticking that lock, shutting your mouth, listening? Do you have any idea how well that works? When I allow my wife to get out all her words, she just softens up and is sweet and kind. And sometimes I have to ask a couple questions to get her started, but just talk and talk and talk. Do you realize I can get you a promotion right now? Do you realize if you let your boss do all the talking, you don't have to prove to them anything. You just ask them a couple of good questions and, make sure they're egocentric. Hey, that's a terrific suit. Where did you get that suit? I really appreciate how you presented that to us. What made you think of doing that? And let me tell you something, your boss loves to talk, and they love to talk about themselves. And when they're talking about themselves, they feel good. And when they feel good, that transmutes to you and how they feel about you. And let's be honest, you're going to get a raise because of how they feel about you. There might be some data and they may be forced into it because of some type of a system or, required you hit certain things, you get a certain raise. Well, I got to tell you something, you're going to get promoted and you're going to get better deals. You will make more money in sales by shutting up. You will build better relationships by being the best listener. You will make more money at your job. And I'm going to finish with this. I never finished college, and I grew up in an era of finishing college kind of assured you of certain things. Right now, the only thing that college will assure you of is deeply in debt and most likely not to be employed. The world's flipped because they're not adding any value. Now, all these huge buildings and institutions and all these administrators and teachers, they better figure that out. They better figure out how to start adding value in the real world. How many of you have had a how to do content on YouTube class in your university? None of you have, because it doesn't exist. So, didn't finish college. I was hardworking. I was always the hardest worker. I think I'm pretty smart, above average IQ kind of guy. Street smart more than maybe book smart. But I could get any job that I made my mind up to get simply by knowing enough about the company and especially about the person that was going to interview me. And I always went into those interviews with 3 or 4 questions that I knew would get the interviewer talking, not me. Now, they want me to start talking, right? and they want me to tell them about this and that. So tell us your best accomplishment and all that. And I certainly would answer their questions, but I would always have a way of flipping that and getting them talking. So I understand your company's struggling, but I know that you guys have some great values and a really important mission statement. Can you tell me what that means and how it means to you? They'll talk for 15 minutes. You know, I know you've been in this job for a while. You obviously love it or you still wouldn't be here. You know, what is it you love about this company? They'll start talking. They'll give you another 15 minutes. Now think about it. If you're going for a big time job, they maybe got an hour for you, hour and a half. But if you can get them talking and interacting and conversational versus just they interview, you answer a question. They interview, you answer a question. That's not going to work. They want to feel good. Everybody wants to feel good. And if you feel good, or if the interviewer feels good, guess what? That's going to transmute to their feelings about you. And guess what? You're the one who made them feel good. Now I'm talking about jobs as president, CEO, COO of companies because of how I made others feel. Now, I did a good job. I should have been hired, but a lot of people can come in with, lots of big words and a degree and all that. I got the job because I let that person do all the talking. Now, present yourself well, look good, brush your teeth, don't have stinky breath or underarm issues. But if you do all that and let them talk, I'm telling you, you're going to get most jobs you want because of human nature. Now, God bless. So shut your mouth and start listening.